Thanks for staying with us on Celebrity Friday, and we have with us Rotimi Salami in the building. He's a Nigerian actor, director, producer, brand influencer, and entrepreneur. He's known for his roles in both Yoruba and English Nollywood movies. He has won several awards. Welcome to the show, sir. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me. Thank
so
you.
before you came, we were talking about gentlemen. The fact that there was a story we took, I think it was BC that mentioned that story, where a man left Ondo to Lagos State to go and see his girlfriend. They've been chatting, he's been courting her for a few months.
Okay.
Online, right? And then he goes to Lagos to see her, and he didn't take anything along with him. And the lady was not happy that she just felt, she stayed 2 days in her house. Bobby ate her food and did a lot of things. And we just felt that maybe Nigerian men don't understand how to be gentlemen, how to be courteous, how to be kind. In your view, do you think there was anything wrong in not taking a gift to her?
Of course I won't do the same thing because I'm a very rational person. I expect anything at any time. What if I get there, she's broke? What if I get there, I don't even get to see her? And I'm that kind of person that until it happens, I don't ever think it will happen. So I'm always prepared.
For the worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario. So definitely I'll be loaded going to see her. So, I mean, I don't think that's gentlemanly enough.
You see, Mariam said some things earlier, and because I think you asked some young person movie about, but with your dressing, you're looking very mature and big. But we were trying to get a perspective of a
Are you saying
man.
I'm young?
As per how.
Okay, so you think.
How old are you?
I'll be 40 this year.
What? See, but you look younger. So that's
I know, right?
Like
I
20
look
years
like 21,
younger.
yeah.
You have earrings and all of that, but let me go to my question. Because we have a lot of young ladies, and we probably might not understand the mindset of what men are dealing with young girls that are always coming with bills. You know, they're asking you for hair, asking you for nails, asking you to fund many things about their life. And she was saying maybe the guy felt that, let me test you, or maybe the guy felt like a lot of girls are taking advantage. I don't want to become the next MAGA for you or the next Mugu, you know. So what have you seen from younger guys and your interaction with those women?
I'll say the younger guys. I mean, this very generation you're talking about, they're weird. That's all I can say. You don't know what to expect from them. And in all honesty, I think they are even more, they are more realistic with the things they do because they have confidence. So whenever they want anything from you as opposite sex, they tell you straight. I'm talking about both male and female now. Like, they tell you straight. Oh, bro, I like you. Man, let's shag. Straight. Yeah, they don't even. Some will tell you, hey, they'll tell you, hey, bro, I know you're married, but I'm not asking for any other thing. Let's just have it. And for the guys too, they feel, oh, I have the money. You understand? So what do you want? Yes, I'm 17, and you're almost 40, but I can take care of you. I've got the money. What? So I'll walk up to you and let you know I want to take care of you.
He's right. It's good that we're hearing this perspective because you know sometimes here we're talking to people and we feel that, oh, this is not how to do it. But now that you have given us this perspective, so it means that people in this generation, if you don't ask, you don't get.
If you don't ask, you don't get. I mean, that's the reality about life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to move to the next level. If you don't make the move, if you don't ask people for help, if you don't talk about it, nothing will happen.
So you married?
I am married.
How many
Two kids.
Wow, you don't
One
look
girl.
But how does your wife handle the pressure from outside? I mean, do you get this kind of pressure from women?
Well, I mean, I don't want to brag. I'm a fine boy, so what you expect?
We know now.
So definitely it will come. Whether you're good looking or not, as long as you're on screen, definitely opposite sex will come for you, especially when they love what you do.
Right.
You understand? But for my wife, now I give it to her. She's a testman as well, so she knows and understands what the rudiment of the job is about. But at the same time, I'm not saying that's enough for her to understand. She's just understanding because she's meant for me, and I'm meant for her.
Still staying within that area that Murayo went to, because, you know, in the past, like 1 week, it's been both of your industry. Belleration here.
What did you say?
Belleration.
Oh, Belleration.
Belleration here and there. You know, and different area codes and people hooking up. So it seems like, we discussed it and we felt like, this, my wonderful friend here, she's studying the aura, the body, the human mind, energy, said the sacral chakra.
Ew.
Like this thing is, there's something about artists and the fact that there's a sensual strength to them that is attracting people. Yeah. And I get that. So you are in that space. Is it possible for a celebrity, for an entertainer to be faithful?
Yeah, we had to be deep breath.
It is, it's possible.
Okay.
And one of the things I tell people is planning.
Okay.
You know, even marriage, you need to plan ahead. For example, I tell people, if you want to settle down with anyone, ensure that you are, there are certain qualities you love about women generally that you want to have in, my wife to be. The first question is, what kind of home do I want to have?
Okay.
Then it becomes, what kind of husband do I want to become? It comes to, what kind of woman do I want to wake up with every morning? Is it just a wife because she's beautiful? I've always wanted that tall, tiny shape and big butt kind of guy. But my wife is not tall. Reason being that I had to, evaluate my chances of, okay, fine, I want this. She's very brilliant. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. She's got confidence. A woman without confidence can't date me or marry me. I need to love and respect you. I need to respect certain things in you. I feel my wife knows certain things more than I do. So there are certain qualities you must look out for in a woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Then start hunting for that. I'm not saying you will get it 100%. Or, like I said, my wife is not tall.
Yes.
So when you check all of these things and you plan towards it, you need to ask yourself, when we quarrel, is this the kind of a woman that I want to, apologize to, feel like if I leave the house and, I won't be settled mentally, So you have to
Let me
check
jump
all
in
of
there
those
for a
things.
second. Let's say you go to China and you meet a tall Nigerian girl, which is perfect, exactly, that's your
Divine
spec.
spec.
Yeah.
That spec that you wanted.
Okay?
What happens?
Nothing happens. I just admire and I move on.
Okay.
Reason being that she can't be my wife. Not anymore.
No, you already have
Certainly.
a wife. So, because you're here and you're the man amongst us, we'll just ask you all the questions that we've been grappling
Feel
with.
free.
So when we're discussing this belleration that she was talking about, I wanted to find out how men think. Is it that they pick a person out of others and say, okay, this is wife material for wife, but then we have side chick material. So the wife I'm going to have, this is the sort of person, I like them wild and dangerous for outside, but then I'll now take the exact opposite and put in my house. Why do men think that way? Why is it that we see men doing that? And then we keep asking, if you like them wild and dangerous, why don't you bring wild and dangerous
To your
home?
house.
Well, I would say for men of such mentality that you're selfish. It's only when you're selfish, that's when you want to protect your wife. You want to have missionary style with your wife alone, but won't that one outside. So you should be married to a woman that you can do missionary with, you can do Jackie Chan, every other thing with. I mean, as creative as you get outside, you should be that creative in your home.
Like creative.
Do you understand? Because, yeah, sometimes marriage could get boring, I understand. But then spice it up. Be deliberate. That's what we're saying. You have to be deliberate about everything you do at one point or the other. So for those kind of guys, it's just like, yeah, men are polygamous in nature. It's very understandable. But at the same time, well, because like you said most men already.
But do you
so
think,
it means
you
that,
agree?
but not all men.
But do you agree?
The thing is, I can't judge. Because the thing is, I don't know what you are going through. You could start on the note of, oh yeah, we're perfect, we're the best for one another, and you get into that marriage, it's a total different ball game. So what happens then?
Let me
You know,
ask you
so
a direct question. How long have you been married?
Will be 8 years, already 8 years.
Wow.
Fantastic.
And you've gone far. So,
12, 15, yeah.
in that 8 years, have you seen someone, probably on set, that you connected with beyond just the acting? Like you felt something,
Yes.
and how did you handle it?
Good question. Because if I tell you I haven't, then I'll be lying.
Yeah.
I have. But the question still remains, can she be my wife? No.
No. Okay.
The other part of it is,
She be your girlfriend.
can she be my
side
girlfriend? Yes, I have lots of girlfriends.
Eh.
Not dating. Not dating.
It's qualified.
I'm that kind of person that I'm even so bad at checking up on my wife sometimes. So even when you come and tell me that because, okay, I'll say all my life, well, I'll say I've been asked out rather than the other way. Right from a very
Fine
tender
boy,
age.
no need.
From a very tender age. So it's not even about being an actor or being a celebrity.
It's
It's
just your
just a
chakra.
thing.
It's the aura.
That thing that my daddy and my mommy has actually,
It's
you know.
the
So
aura.
it's just so I've been
just there.
used to that already.
Okay.
So I'm always so blank. So I play. So I tell you, I can't date you because I'm not romantic. So
You're not romantic.
So how do you
So
handle
you
it?
never bought, so you never bought
but I
flowers
make
for your
efforts.
wife?
Of course, of course.
Just checking. So how do you, what
No,
are the,
I do.
What are the little things you do? Tell us, teach us. Teach us.
This is the
So how
relationship.
teach us?
This is where we are just
Teach us a few things that you do. You know, maybe we can go and teach our own husband in the house.
And this is the thing, yeah. My wife taught me about love language. You know, because I never knew what love language was, but
Men don't.
she runs a show on YouTube, Rotimi Salami show, and there's a particular topic she treated love language. And, you know, just few weeks to that particular show, and I was like, what is my own love language? And she's like, your love language is, you just want to be around your woman. You just want to play.
Quality time.
Quality time, you know, just play. But for my wife, hers is that play and gift. I don't know how to buy
Acts
gifts.
of service.
Yeah, that's the word, act of service. You know, so that's our own love language. So I have to learn to do that. Okay, maybe sometimes once in a while surprise her, you know, and she appreciates it a lot whenever I do that. So I'm always willing to do that. So which means I don't have everything she wants to, but I would have to adjust just to make her
Before we
happy
leave
and make
this
it work.
relationship matter, let me just ask one question that has been very confusing. I know you can only speak for yourself, but have you seen other entertainers that are like high profile, that you are impressed with how faithful they are in their marriage?
My sister, I can't tell who is faithful or not. So.
Maybe.
I don't follow them.
Yeah, that's the fact. I mean, I could tell you I'm faithful and I'm not. And I could tell you I'm not faithful and I am. Because the assumption to even some of my colleagues, they think that Rotimi is a very coded guy. This guy they run since, but you know what? I leave you to believe whatever you want to believe because I can't convince you. So leave me and my conscience to deal with it.
Okay, let's talk about your work. What are you working on right now?
I just finished filming a project titled Abuja.
Abuja.
Not Abuja, it's Abuja.
Okay.
Kingdom of Lies. It's a big cinema project which I'm an associate producer on. We're hitting the cinemas maybe towards the end of the year or next year. And working on another, my investors never complete, Ring of Blood, also for the cinemas as well, you know. But I would say Nollywood is getting more lucrative. Yeah.
I'm happy to
Nollywood
hear that.
is the new oil block.
Fantastic.
Trust me.
Really? They're paying you guys well.
If you're getting better gradually. I mean, we used to make films of 3-5 million and all of you, or maybe like 10 million going to cinemas and 20 million. But right about now, people make films of 100 and something million, 200 million, and they make back their money. You know, sometimes 200%, you know, profit.
Wow.
Sometimes 100% profit. So I'm telling you guys, come, let's do business.
Invest.
So it's investors you're calling now.
I'm calling investors. Yeah, come, let's do
want
business.
to make
Nollywood
money.
is beautiful. Now, the only thing is just ensure you do it right. Do it with the right person. Do the
We
legal
don't have
and
enough
all that. Yeah.
platforms to, like Netflix is, well, they've not having Netflix Nigeria, but do you think we need more platforms, like locally?
Of course. We need more platforms because the major reason we're talking about a better Nollywood now is because Netflix came in, Prime Video came in. Now they pay well. So which means that we can now confidently invest huge amounts of money to make good films that will match with Hollywood standard, telling our African stories the appropriate way.
Cool.
I'm happy to hear that because we've been on this show has been on for just about 10 years now, and we've interviewed several people from way back, and we've heard the complaints.
Yeah.
And in recent times, we've actually heard a few more compliments about the improvement in the industry.
Sure.
But for the crafts, the craftsmanship, like the producers, the directors, the cameramen, you as an actor, which area would you feel is still lacking that we need to tighten the structure around better?
Okay, so to speak, I'm not just an actor. I'm a filmmaker. I produce, I direct. And before getting to this stage of my career, I've been able to, I know a bit of filmmaking, a bit of everything. I handle camera, I edit, I do a lot, but a lot of people do not know this about me. I think what we need to do more are individual efforts, like we've been doing from way back. Everyone should ensure to get, to improve themselves knowledge-wise. Because Nollywood is moving from level 1 to level 1,000 already. And if you do not improve yourself, if you don't get better at what you do, you just find out that the job stops coming to you. Yes, because right about now, we sit and we ask ourselves, okay, who can handle this, who can do this, who can do that? Most of the good guys are busy on set working. So which means we need we need more cinematographers that are very good at what they do, editors most especially. Every aspect of filmmaking, trust me, we need very strong hands. And if you don't improve yourself to get better, trust me, you're just going to regret being in Nollywood because you won't get jobs.
We'll pass you by.
I like that you said that because a lot of people, when they want to get into the industry, they just want to be actors. And I know there's nothing wrong with that. But and you know, you are talking about how lucrative it is.
Yeah.
So for people, they're asking behind the scenes, is it as lucrative for them too?
Very, because, I mean, for example, Akim Ifet, you know, well, I mean, this is policy, but it's good. It's good at what he does. So we were talking and someone said, okay, Akim charges like 5 million naira now.
That's what the special effects.
Yeah. Do you know, there are actors that take same range of money, you understand?
For the same movie.
Yes, there are cinematographers that take as much as that too now.
For the same movie.
The last movie we produced, this Abuja I'm talking about, we budgeted 45 million earlier, and we end up spending about 70 million. But the good thing about it is we know the money will come back because it's good production.
Okay.
So how do you
Distribute?
yes, so before you start the movie, for some people they would have already gotten a distributor, a marketer on ground, so as immediately you're getting the movie out, while others will struggle through who would be willing to pick up this movie to do the marketing. How do you work on yours?
Well, I had a meeting say almost a month ago with Film One. Film One seems to be the biggest distribution company here in Nigeria, and I flew to London to talk to some investors too, and I thought there was a need for me to, you know, make things work out first before getting there. So there are a lot of ways for this to work. You know, like you said, some people talk ahead, and some people like, okay, no, I don't want you to interfere in my production. I just want to come with a good production. You see, you love, then let's work on the distribution. Money, yeah. And sometimes some people want to partner with them, but while partnering, they are definitely going to tell you, okay, maybe let's do this, let's use this one. And you might feel like, oh, I don't want to use Mr. A. I feel Mr. A will not give me what I want as a producer or director. And they feel like, Mr. A sells markets and all of you, which is all good. It's still one of those things that you should always consider when it comes to, you know, making a film. There are lots of things to be considered.
Let me watch this clip of you in one of your recent movies.
Okay.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀rẹ́ mi, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kábíyèsí, bá a ti fi orí, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni orí.
Gbẹ̀yìn.
Kábíyèsí, àgbàrá ìfòkòtò, ṣe rí ire táwọn olóògùn yìí, kò ní í fò wá ru.
Àṣẹ Elédùà.
Àṣẹ ẹ̀bọ̀, kábíyèsí, nígbà tá à ń jẹyán lẹ́ǹkan, ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́wí, ẹni kí n jẹ jẹun tán ká tó sọ̀rọ̀. A tún jẹun tán náà, ẹran là ń jẹ.
Àjàdí ikọ̀. Nílẹ̀ Oòduà, a kì í jẹun ká mọ ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́. Bí a parí ẹran wa náà.
Àmọ́ kábíyèsí, síbí ẹran là ń jẹ. Ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ.
Àjàdí. Wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀. Bí a parí ẹran wa náà. Sọ ọmọ pátá lè sàpọ̀ lórí. Àjàdí. Wà. Títẹ̀.
All right, so we're waiting for Abuja.
Abuja, Kingdom of Lies.
Abuja to come.
Yeah.
Have you been enjoying doing Yoruba? Because I know you started with
English.
the English.
Yeah, I started with
but
English.
you've
I'll just say, I didn't just transit. I think my life has been, channeled by how God wants it to go, because if anyone had asked if I would ever become a Yoruba actor, a language actor, so to speak, I would have said no. My mother loves language movies, but then I'll be like, no, those people, they are too local for me. I beg me, I cannot do, that has always been my mindset. But all of a sudden, after AMVC, I started getting calls, like, okay, produce this, do that, and somehow, the Yoruba industry just hijacked me somehow. Now, my so to speak colleagues from the English strata will be like, Rotimi, what are you doing? You're too posh to be in Yoruba. But then I have a family to take care of. And money is coming in. And I'm making more face. Come on.
We like our language.
And I think globally, people appreciate us more when we speak our language. So
exactly.
I think we should still start switching that whole poshness. Because the
it's
more local
already.
we are,
Honestly, there are lots of English producers that paying Yoruba movie makers now to write language movies for them.
In my house, I tell them very clearly. In my house, we don't watch English Yoruba. English Nigerian. Nigerian English is Yoruba movies. Is either cartoon or Yoruba movie because you have to speak Yoruba in the house. So those are the only things you're allowed. But I'm happy that.
But I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy.
You're doing those. We love you in those Yoruba movies.
Thank
You're
you.
good. And please keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Our viewers will have a fabulous weekend.
yeah.
See you next
It's the
week. Bye
weekend.
for now.